Onions have been shown in multiple studies to protect against cancer, even with moderate consumption. And raw onion is the most protective because the raw onion contains that enzyme alliinase, Alliinase. That's the enzyme that forms the sulfenic acid that burns your eyes when you cut the onion. And now you guys know the rest of the story. It's that when you cut the onion and it's making your eyes burn, you're forming multiple anti-cancer compounds simultaneously because the alliinase enzyme is creating these beneficial compounds. And if you could chew that onion to a liquid in your mouth, you'll multiply the amount of anti-cancer compounds formed in your mouth by 20-fold over when you're just slicing it thin. So you can slice it thin, but put it in your mouth. Now, if you cook the onion first, let's say you boiled it in your soup, and then you took it out of the soup, and then you cut it or blended it, you would deactivate most of those beneficial organosulfide compounds, right? So you got to eat it raw and chew it well in your salad, including putting scallion. I put scallions on my vegetable dish, right? And I sprinkle raw, dehydrated garlic granules into my soup or onto my vegetables because I'm putting raw, dehydrated garlic, which is another source of these beneficial powerful anti-cancer compounds. And it's actually the seasoning that makes the food taste even better. So the highest consumer of onions have a dramatic protection against cancer. And as you may have heard, onions lower cholesterol, they lower blood pressure, and they lower diabetic parameters. Their onions, and this garlic and onions are a magical superfood. They reduce risk of all causes of death, and they help you control and if you were looking to lose weight, you're looking to control your blood sugar and your high blood pressure, then just eat more onions and garlic, right? These are superfoods. And then we're moving on to mushrooms, to the M and G bombs. And mushrooms are incredibly powerful. And us nutritarians are not just eating mushrooms, we're trying to incorporate a variety of mushrooms in our diet. Remember we talked about one of the primary, what we're striving for on a nutritarian diet is nutritional diversity and fiber diversity. So we're trying to have diversity of green vegetables, diversities of berries and fruit, diversity of different types of mushrooms in our diet, diversity of different types of seeds in our diet, seeds and variety of nuts. We're looking for a variety of, so we're trying to increase the variety of different types of foods, and different types of mushrooms have different benefits, but they all are tremendously powerful in two factors. One is angiogenesis inhibition, which means they have anti-cancer effects. They don't let blood vessels grow to feed cancer. They're immune system activators. They tremendously and powerful make for a healthy microbiome, the right microbiota in your bacteria in your gut. And they cause inhibition of aromatase, which is the enzymes that produce extra estrogen in the body. So because mushrooms so powerfully lower estrogen, almost like a drug, like tamoxifen, right? They bring estrogens down to the most favored level. And if you need estrogen, it doesn't take them away completely. It's not going to prevent you from getting pregnant, but it brings you down to the most favored level of estrogens that inhibit the production, breast cancer and prostate cancer. So they have beneficial effects for all types of cancers, very powerfully protective against breast and prostate cancer, and they help the immune system recognize abnormal cells. And they're nature's richest source of not glutathione, but ergothioneine. But they're the richest source of ergothioneine, which we have ergothioneine receptors on cells that help stabilize the cell's DNA and have anti-aging effects, and mushrooms contain that the most.